Hello everyone, welcome back to some more X-Plane 11. Today we're just flying over Vancouver in a Yak-55 aerobatic aircraft. Just gonna buzz these buildings to warm up. They're a knife edge around downtown. It's up, how's everyone doing tonight? Hey Al, Axel, McAfee, Nemo, how's everyone doing? What's up, Dean here? Today we're just flying over Vancouver and a Yak-55. Every day it's a new bot on kick with the spam links. Crazy. Practicing some knife edges today. The tremendously powerful aircraft, so I'm able to pretty much maintain lift while completely sideways, flying downtown. Okay, let's see where else we can explore. There should be some mountains around here that I can fly between. Maybe some more residential areas. He's at Donnie, how's your night going? Just gonna back off on the throttle a little bit as we cross the water. Okay, I want to be about maybe 3,000 feet off the ground. Right now we're at 2. There's artificial horizon. I don't have an artificial horizon. What? Oh, I guess that's why it is certified for day visual flight, real flight only, because there is no vertical or artificial horizon. So without looking at the dash, or without looking out the dash, like through the window, I can't tell if I'm upside down or sideways. That's not ideal. It's very old school. Okay. So I need to go this way though. I lost like 1,000 feet just looking at that. We will go... Let's see. We went pretty far from downtown. I can just fly back through Vancouver. Or what's that? Is that Vancouver Island? You could fly over into Nanaimo or Victoria. Hey, check the map. Let's see. Show me the map. There it is. We are okay. I need to go to YCD. I believe YCD is on Vancouver Island. Because YVR would have been Vancouver International Airport. That's where he just flew out of. So yeah, YCD is this way. And then that should be Vancouver Island. That'll be a nice flight. Just have to make sure my heading is correct. YCD is this way. You know what? Probably just gonna keep this map here. Can I resize this? No. Cannot be resized. Well, I need to see that part. There we go. That's better. So now I can see the altimeter and the map. Oh, the map just stays at the bottom of the screen. That's even better. Okay, how high I'm up by? I am 3,000 feet. Good. I think the service ceiling on this aircraft is actually higher than the other ones. I can go up to 4,500 feet before it airs black and gray lines on the altimeter. Meaning that I can... I don't know, I think that's a flight ceiling, so probably an indicator of when hypoxia will kick in. How's it going, Kamal? Kayla, DJ Miss, Jasmine 30. Hope everyone's doing great. Alright, where am I flying to? Where's YCD? YCD is this way. There's too much stuff on the map. Can I clear this up? Okay, map. Flight path, no wind, cloud precipitation. I just need to see a VFR sectional. Apparently, what's clouds? No, clouds. Clouds and precipitation, okay. There's no way to disable this crap. Oh, I can just zoom in. YYJ, that's not where, YCD. Okay. I need to go this way. Oh, gone too far. Okay. Basically, I have to go towards YCD, which is over here. Just lower this. And I'll make sure that I just keep flying in that direction. Okay, we're flying pretty much at the service ceiling of the aircraft. See the altimeters at the black and white lines. Just make sure I don't go too high up. Okay, Vancouver Island is this way. It might be that landmass that I'm looking at right now. It probably is, because it's huge. And the map says I'm flying in the correct direction. I'll adjust the map a little bit more. So we have to go to YCD, which is right there, the top of the map. And we are here. So there's the fly to YCD, which is straight. Yeah, it's gotta be that island. Whoa, that was disorienting. I just flipped myself around. There we go. See, that's why the artificial horizon is so useful, because if you're looking at a map or something like that, and you're flying over the ocean, all of a sudden, it's just blue. Okay. I'm sure it's that landmass. I don't think there's any confusing it. I probably don't need the map up. I'm just gonna take the map off. There. Snow, I think I get lost now. Before I can really see the mountains on the horizon. How's everyone doing this evening? Gee, they were just playing some X-Plane 11. Frick. AK-18. Go ahead, enjoying it. They were on our way to probably fly over Nanaimo and Victoria on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. We just flew away from mainland Vancouver, which is behind us that way. Got a little bit of turbulence. I got active sky and ultra weather enabled, so it's going to simulate real turbulence flight conditions. Pretty comfortable aircraft to fly. But it would be so much better if it had an artificial horizon in the middle instead of a piece of paper. It's like a relay diagram or something like that. Most likely part of the pre-flight checklist that I did not perform. Soon I'll be incorporating a stream segment where we go over the pre-flight checklist for these aircraft. I'm just trying to get it calibrated perfectly so that the frame rate is stable. We're just taking a little bit of time. I think I almost got it though. This stream will be the first one that I don't adjust the settings midstream. Okay, we're almost there. So that's definitely Vancouver Island in the background, but there are surrounding islands with these little ones that you can travel to if you live on Vancouver Island. They'd all try to fly over some of the beaches and stuff like that. I have a mod to reskin all of British Columbia, Canada, so hopefully there should be some high-end textures once we get there. I chose to set the flight around, I think, 11:45 or around noon. Just that it'd be nice out. So this is the Memphis Belle livery for the Yak-55 aircraft. It's an homage to a warplane. It's upside down on this side because the aircraft is meant to be flown upside down half the time. So that way, it's right side up when it's flying upside down. The original Memphis Belle is a massive warplane, so you cannot do aerobatic maneuvers in it. That's why it has the pin up at the front and on this side as well. I think there's smoke too. 1 second, I'm gonna see if I can activate the smoke. It might be X, I think. Oh, it is. Okay, so we got like a smoke effect, so I can like write stuff in the smoke. And then fly back through it. So the trail of smoke. I think you can change the color of the smoke as well. But I think the smoke is only really impressive when there's a different camera angle, like an external one. So I'd pretty much have to have either AI flying the plane or maybe play around with a very far camera angle. Because otherwise the smoke just isn't collect enough for me to be able to capture it properly. Okay. We are here, or at least we're at the beginning of Vancouver Island. Gonna descend a little bit, we're at 4,000 feet right now. With a small aircraft like this, it's probably safest to fly around 3,000 to 4,000 feet above the ocean, just so that any surprise air currents can't pull the aircraft down towards the water. Wouldn't necessarily like swallow the aircraft from thousands of feet up, but it just makes it a little bit more turbulent. Okay. Well, I think I do see a road, so this is probably just like supposed to be Gabriel or something like that, like one of the smaller islands. I don't think it says on the map, does it? Well, if YCD is like Nanaimo Airport, that's going to be between Nanaimo and Ladysmith and Victoria. So, Victoria's got to be around here somewhere. And I'll cross the water this way. And then if I go to the right, I should be able to fly over Victoria. If not, then I've already passed it. But it should go from left to right. It should go Victoria, Ladysmith, and then Nanaimo. And then Port Renfrew, possibly. Ooh. This island over here's got some stuff going on. There are some houses. Right over there. Some type of buildings. Not that impressive, but just scattered buildings everywhere. Maybe some trees. Okay, so I have to go this way. So there it is. I see cities and stuff. Let's see if I can zoom in from here. See how far I can zoom in. That is either Nanaimo or it's supposed to be Victoria, maybe. I think I have to install some custom scenery, maybe, for the cities themselves, because that doesn't look very much like the Vancouver area does, the mainline Vancouver area. But maybe it'll render more when I get there. Let's see. Basically, the objective of today's stream is to find maps that I enjoy flying, and then I'm going to use ortho to create a realistic satellite imaged high resolution texture to fly over next time, or from now on. So I like Vancouver Island. I guess YCD, which is the Nanaimo airport. I could probably just add that. That's not the airport, is it? No, I can't be it. It should be more to the right. What's going on with this map? YYJ YVR YCD is this way. Oh, YYJ is. Okay, YCD is going to be this way. Bunch of farmland. Sorry, if you in some altitude. This is the direction that it said YCD is. It's gonna be along the coast somewhere. Practice flying upside down for a little bit. Okay, YCD's got to be coming up soon. Yep, headed straight for it. It must be over that hill, so I'll take an approach from this way, from the coastline direction. Or if I'll fly a little bit lower. YCD. Let's see, this is Ladysmith right here. They're flying over right now. It does not exactly look that impressive yet. I'm going to completely remap this. It looks not bad though, it just needs more accurate buildings. There's certainly some existing modifications for that. I'm just going to install them. So yeah, this would be Ladysmith. And then I believe that's Nanaimo over there. So YCD should be coming right up. Where is it? Yeah, it's coming right up. You'd think I'd be able to see a runway by now. Yeah, this is all Nanaimo. There are cars. Where's it? Is that it? Nah. Yeah, I think it might be. Where would it be? Well, this is the rest of Nanaimo, so unless if it is on the other side, I think I might just float over it. 1 second. Nope. It's this way. They're almost there. Do I know Deltarian? No, I don't know Deltarian. Ooh, this looks a lot cooler. But they were outside in Nanaimo. I don't see any airports. Oh, I do. There it is. Don't see any hangars though. Just a runway. Okay, I guess we can explore some of the forest. Found the airport. What's the map say? Map says I turned completely around and flying straight back where I came. So let's correct that. Should be like some mountains I can fly through. I think go this way. Get in some altitude and take a peek. Looks really nice from up here. It's gonna look even better once I modify it. I know what is going on with VTuber Studios today. It's like not tracking my face properly. Oh wait, is it fixed? Beautiful, it's fixed. Getting out of board of this aircraft. I want one of the artificial horizon so I can like practice IFR. I'm just gonna switch to a different map, but I've noted that YCD is gonna be one that I will definitely revisit, and I'll add ortho too. Okay, change location. Not favorites ICD. YCD. This one. Save. Good. What else do I got for favorites? Flying Halifax with this Honda live read Sequoia 36. Keep it around the same time, like 12:30. Not too many clouds. See what it looks like. There we go. Okay, let's start rolling. This is Halifax in Nova Scotia, Canada. And this Sequoia 36 is an incredibly aerobatic aircraft. Flies upside down very easily. Take off like that, no problem. It's got windows on the sides and the bottom, just so that if you're flying aerobatic, you can see through the bottom and the sides, so you can kind of see the windows there. Right there. So there's windows underneath. And on the sides as well. So basically, no matter which angle you're at, you can always see outside of the aircraft. Wait a minute, this plane doesn't have an artificial horizon either, does it? It has a no smoking sign, airspeed indicator, 10 gauges altitude. No artificial horizon. VFR only. Great. It's still pretty fun to fly though. So I'll just fly this one for a little bit. There's dirt on the windshield. Is that dirt? That is dirt. With a farmland over there. How's everyone doing this evening? What's up, Benji, Claude, L Brown, Tell? Hope everyone's doing well. Those clouds are really nice. is over there. Sort of looks like an airport. The fire there to investigate. Full speed ahead. Okay, we're a lot closer to that place now. Find out what it is. I think it's an airport though. I check the map. Where am I? I'm here. That is the same airport I may have taken off from. I think I just managed to make a giant leap. See. I started there at YHZ, and then I flew all the way around here and all the way back. And I'm right back where I started. So now, we could fly over to the left, to this other location. But yeah, no, I definitely just took off from this airport. I can definitely, buzz some of the buildings though. Everybody inside would have heard me. We just terrorized Halifax Airport. Okay, so the frame rate is definitely not perfect. So that's a work in progress. Gonna have to shuffle around the installation, maybe upgrade some hardware. But this is a lot better than it was yesterday, and at least it's not interfering with the music. I just think that I've reached the limitation of streaming a flight simulator on the same machine as I'm streaming everything else, or that I'm operating the streaming software. So we will have to make this a 2-computer stream, which sort of makes sense from streaming to 3 different platforms. Anyway, it's a work in progress, and this is definitely better than it was yesterday. Bunch of people live down here by the coastline. Okay, you free up some resources on this PC so that I'm able to render more buildings and trees and all that good stuff. I think Process Lasso really has done some miracles here. It's that I didn't drop any frames, so we're streaming to 3 different platforms and running this game on fairly high settings. And it is not taking over the CPU to the point where I drop frames on OBS or TikTok Live Studio. 0 frame drops on that either. So we're doing 3 1080p 60 frame per second high bitrate streams. I think it's I think it should be 12K bitrate to YouTube, 8K to Kick, and then 6400 to TikTok. What's up, Ventars? How's your night going? Figure out to the rest of Halifax, maybe. Very interesting. There's like a big ship. Couple and an even bigger ship. Oops. Jeez. It is really easy to lose the camera on this guy. I'll have to get used to pointing the camera out the front of the aircraft. Then at least I can reorient it with the aircraft controls. Oh, so that's like a big storage container ship, a transport ship. Buzz the cranes. See, I need to find a map with some bridges I can fly underneath. That'd be fun. Version treetops. Buzz this car. Oof. Bit touching her on the grass. This is a very nimble aircraft. Somehow you're going full throttle. Okay. Whose yacht is this? Versus a ferry. I think this might be a ferry. Yeah, it's definitely a ferry. See what else is over here. Just another dock. Getting some altitude. We're at 2,000 feet. I think that's another airport. That's weird. That's not the one I took off out of. That's a different one. So I started over here and I flew all the way around and then up and around and then back to this one. What else is there? There's another airport over here. And that is this way. Yeah, it's gonna be in this direction. So where would that be in a landmark, I guess, if it's straight ahead when I'm facing... if facing this direction, it should be straight ahead, so it should be around here. So I'll just fly across the water towards all those big buildings. Alright. So the airport should be straight ahead. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff over here. There's a nifty looking bridge. What is all this? And this is in Halifax. Interesting. There's some kind of green bridge. I think I can fly underneath this bridge. Excellent. I could definitely fly underneath that bridge. Okay, we're gonna try to fly underneath this thing upside down. I know right side up would be intuitively easiest at first, but I'd rather just do it upside down. Ooh, another bridge. Okay, this one, we can do right side up. I don't even see the bridge. Oh, that's way too easy. Okay, I'm gonna go back under. Let's go around and around and back under. Upside down. And then I'll knife edge between these stacks. Think I can fit. Hopefully I can fit. Can I? Oof. Close one. This is fun. See, this is where I was looking for. Like a place where I can do this. I wonder which airport is nearby. That's fun. Okay, what is this airport? See what? 1 second. I just have to save this as a favorite. CYAW, that's a helipad. These are both helipads. I can't even take off around here. You know, I won't have to fly this far out. I think a lot of my planes can just take off, though. 1 second. What was that again? YAW. 1 second. YAW. I'm gonna save that. From all YAW. CYW, it's a helipad, but whatever. I'll just save that as a favorite. Okay, main menu of the Zoom. Oops. There you go. Hey, because this is fun. Being able to go under bridges and stuff. I get so close that it like wants to land on the underside of the bridge. Let's see if we can knife edge through here. I might have to make a wider approach. Should be good. Okay, I want to knife edge through these ones. Oh, that was a tight angle. That's fine. They do that in first person too, it just might be less impressive. You know? But we'll see. What is first? Where's the bridge? Oh. So that was right side up. I missed the approach shoot upside down. But we'll get the other one. To knife edge through these in first person. See, the approach is way better from this way. Oof. See, it's not as impressive in first person, right? And then this one, we will approach this way. Fly around here, flip her over. And that's that. So that's first person. Not as impressive, right? Probably looks better third person, because you can actually see the aircraft and how close it gets. I wonder if there's anything else around here. Maybe kind of bored those. Okay. We'll just fly over the actual landmass, just see what everything's all about. They have the overpasses and traffic all mapped out. See, I can't fly under these bridges. I'm just, I guess, lucky that I found those other bridges to fly under. But there's like some skyscrapers and stuff. And that does it for today's stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate all my new followers, and I will see you next time. Bye.